Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGB618 here, and today I'm going to be talking about Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Now obviously, for those of you who have been sleeping under a rock, Nintendo did announce this at the most recent Nintendo Direct, and I am very excited about this. I actually grew up with Kirby, more specifically Kirby's Dream Land, which is actually the first ever Kirby game. So to see it being translated into like a Mario Odyssey-esque game for the Switch, that can be played on the go by the way, that is an amazing idea. Didn't even think of that, and just the fact that we're getting Mario Odyssey and this game on the same system, the Switch is one of the best consoles ever, like let's be real. Speaking of Odyssey, let's be real, this game gives us a lot of Mario Odyssey vibes. Just based off of the main level that they show off in this trailer, it gives me a lot of Metro Kingdom and Wooded Kingdom vibes kind of combined together. But obviously the fact that it's called Forgotten Land implies that this was a normal world and it was fully inhabited, but it just looks completely abandoned and ruined. So I wonder if the story has got anything to do with invasions or conquering of lands. Maybe a past Kirby villain is showing his face again. I don't think it's King DDD though. Maybe he's part of the story in some way, shape or form, like in most of the Kirby stories, but based off of how different this one feels, I'm not entirely sure. This Kirby game just feels and looks completely different to the typical Kirby formula. Like, I can't name a single other Kirby game that has locations that look like this, and obviously have certain enemies in it like this, and is open world like this. So this is going to be a completely different Kirby experience, and hopefully it delivers in terms of quality. I'm very excited for this. One of the reasons why I'm very excited for this game is the fact that the copy ability is in an open world Kirby game. Like, that is a very big deal. I mean, if you think about this, Mario Odyssey was somewhat similar. You can throw Cappy onto any enemy or character, well for the most part, and then you're able to just roam around the place as said character that you throw the hat on. So if that was Mario Odyssey's adventure, imagine playing as Kirby 24/7 but with different enemy abilities. It was already super fun doing this with 2D Kirby games, so doing it in a 3D environment where sky's the limit and there's no time limit and you could do whatever you want, that is very cool. I did mention earlier the main level that we saw, which is obviously a hybrid of sort of grassy plains and also regular city areas. But what about the other locations that we saw in the trailer? Well, we actually saw like a neon room. It kind of reminds me of like a laser shooting game area. I know that's not what it is. It's kind of got like a circus attraction thing to it. Kind of like how they done it in 3D World, but just a lot more tunnel feeling, if that makes sense. Like, it's all in the dark. There's a few jump scares with like the monsters and whatnot. It's a roughly the same idea, but just executed very differently. I think that's a very cool level design for Kirby, and considering that Nightmare is a past Kirby villain, maybe he could return as well. This does kind of give me Nightmare vibes. You could probably tell from the colors that have been used, how dark the room is, the jump scares with the signs and whatnot. So I'll be very interested to see what that level has to offer and what sort of spin it will put on this whole circus feel in 3D levels. And also we've got desert levels and we've got snow levels, which obviously we can compare those to not only Odyssey but Mario levels in general. I'm very excited to be moving around in these locations with Kirby this time rather than just Mario. I mean, we've done it to death at this point, but this is the biggest reason why I'm super excited for this game. It's just, it feels very different. A lot of the stereotypical Kirby games are very fantasy feeling, cloudy locations, very mythical. A lot of the bosses are like what this character's soul and stuff like that, but this game feels not a lot tamer, but it's just like, it feels like it's been swerved into a different direction, kind of like Odyssey. Like, it's still weird and wacky, but it's just Kirby's just being put in a location that he's never really been put in before. So curiosity just arises just thinking about how Kirby is going to interact with all of these new locations, all of these new mechanics and all of these new enemies. Speaking of which, the new bosses. We only really saw one boss in the whole trailer really, and it's this really weird looking gorilla thing. Now this arena feeling boss fight kind of gives me Mario Odyssey and also Splatoon vibes. Obviously you can't really shoot ink in this game, or I might be wrong, who knows. But for the most part, it's like it's a massive arena where the boss is literally using up the whole arena to deliver devastating moves onto the main character. It's just very similar to Odyssey and Splatoon, that's what I'm saying. And the last thing that I want to talk about is that spring 2022 release date. I'm very happy with this because that's not too far away. It's not like they announced this game at the start of 2021 and then said that it's coming out 2022. Cough, Splatoon 3. So I'm super glad that Nintendo didn't do that again, and it seems like we're only going to be waiting a few months for this game, which isn't very long. So I'm very excited for it. Hopefully Nintendo drops more trailers and more information on this game. I'll be very interested to know more about it. And I just can't wait to dive into a new style of Kirby adventure. So there you have it guys, those were all of the new things shown in the Kirby Forgotten Land trailer that recently released. And those were some of my thoughts and opinions on some of them as well. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Please comment down below your thoughts on the points that I made in this video. Did you agree with them? Did you not? And let me know, will you be getting this game when it comes out? And are you hyped for this game? Let me know and I'll be very interested to know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.